Hi dear students, welcome to another session of fingerprints. So today we are going to discuss about laser method for detection of or development of fingerprints. So in the earlier sessions we discussed about the physical method and chemical method. Next it is laser method. So first of all, what is laser? So laser is an acronym. Laser. It is an acronym of what? So L for light, A stands for amplified, S for stimulated, E for emission, and R for radiation. So laser is an acronym for light amplified stimulated emission of radiation. L for light, A for amplified, S for stimulated, E for emission, and R for radiation. And now this laser has become an invaluable tool in the hands of forensic scientists. So in the examination of paint, glass, we can say, then fibers, then documents, etc. Now lasers are used, and also in the development of latent fingerprint. So we are now going to study about the development of latent fingerprints using laser methods. And in other areas of forensic science like analysis of paint, glass, fibers, documents, etc. also we are using the laser method. And laser is the acronym of light amplified stimulated emission of radiation. And laser detection of latent fingerprints is extremely a sensitive technique. So this technique is highly sensitive, and the methodology or the principle is based, we can say the principle of this one. So the methodology is based on the principle that a luminescent fingerprint impinged on a non-luminescent surface. So, a luminescent fingerprint impinged on a non-luminescent surface produces, this will produce a laser excited fluorescence. So, the fluorescence so produced provides intrinsically high sensitivity that fingerprints may be detected on difficult and unusual surface. So in difficult surface where the method of physical and chemical methods are unable to develop the fingerprint, we can use this laser technique. Here the luminescent fingerprint impinged on a non-luminescent surface produces a laser excited fluorescence, and it will produce a high sensitivity that the fingerprints can be developed from these surfaces. So you can see here, this is the flow diagram for laser detection of fingerprints. The most common device used for the detection of the latent fingerprints on difficult surface is the argon laser. Argon laser. So the laser fingerprint technique, we use a laser, argon laser, for the development technique, and the surface imaged with the finger mark illuminated with the blue green beam from the AR laser. So a blue green beam from this AR laser, we are impinging this to the surface, and before it strike the surface, the beam is made to pass through a lens. So AR laser is here and a lens is here, and before reaching the surface, a lens will the AR laser, the beam will passes through the lens, and this serves two purposes. Firstly, it enlarges the area of convergence of the beam, so the whole fingerprint impression becomes exposed to the laser light. Secondly, the expanded beam protects the surface from the burning. So this is the technique of argon laser. Mainly in laser technique we use argon laser, that is AR laser we can say. So from argon laser, one blue green beam, from here one blue green beam will uh, emitted, and before reaching the surface there is a lens. So through this lens this blue green will pass, blue green ray will beam will pass, and after that it will reach the surface. So why we are keeping this lens? This is for mainly two purpose. First one is that it enlarges the area of convergence, and second purpose is that the expanded beam protects the surface from burning. So this is the basic flow diagram of an AR laser or a laser detection of fingerprint. From AR laser, a blue-green beam will emitted, and this will pass through a lens. Why it is passing through a lens? Because it will enlarges the area of convergence, and this helps to get the whole impression of the fingerprint. And secondly, the expanded beam will protect the surface from the burning, and the imprint is observed through a safety filter. This imprint is observed through a safety filter, and such filters absorb the short wavelength components and transmit the longer ones, thus protecting the observer's eye. And after the fingerprint is identified, it is photographed through the same filter. And the identification of the fingerprint as well as the photography is carried out in a dark room. So I hope you understood about this. Mainly laser method, it is very sensitive and it is based on the principle that a luminescent fingerprint impinged on a non-luminescent surface, it will create or produces a laser excited fluorescence, and this will help to view the fingerprint out of the on the difficult areas or difficult surfaces which the powder method and chemical method are not giving the result. And main laser method we are using is argon laser. So in argon laser, a blue green beam is emitted, and from there it passes through a lens. Why it is passing through a lens? It serves two main functions. First, it enlarges the area of convergence, thus we can get the whole fingerprint imprint from this one. And the second is the expanded beam protects the surface from burning. Then it will reach the surface and it develop the print, and this print imprint will go to the filter, and this filter will take the shorter wavelength light, shorter wavelength rays, and it passes only the longer wavelength light, and this will help to protect the eyes of the observer, and this can be captured using a camera, so that we will get a imprint like this. So everything under this laser development should go in a dark room. So in order that light from the fingerprint ridges alone reaches the eye, the surface containing the print should be non-fluorescent. So the surface should be non-fluorescent, then only we will get the image of the fluorescent fingerprint. So if the surface itself is luminescent, then the ridge pattern is post-treated with a chemical reagent so as to generate the ridge fluorescence with either stronger than the background or of a different color. So if it is a fluorescent, if surface is fluorescent, in order to develop the fingerprint, you have to use chemical reagents. The chemical reagent used for creating the induced fluorescent, we can induce the fluorescence using chemical reagent and the materials like coumarin 6. It will give an induced fluorescence or luminescence to the latent fingerprint, and we can observe very old prints like even as old as 10 years. This can be developed using laser method, and from the surfaces, from which all surface we can use this one, from plastic, rubber, painted wall, papers, wood, leather, etc. So from surface such as plastic, rubber, painted walls, papers, wood, leather, etc. we can develop this fingerprint, lateral fingerprint using laser method, and the fingerprints which are even old as 10 years we can develop we are using this method. And if the surface is not luminescent, we can give a chemical reagent coumarin 6 for inducing the luminescence or fluorescence. And the main advantage of laser beam over the conventional fingerprint development method is its capability to develop latent fingerprints that cannot be developed by any other method. And this is highly sensitive, as I said, and does not suffer from any time limitation. And the development prints show off markedly under the laser source. And this method is highly evolved and can become the method of choice to be followed by other conventional method. And though the equipment is very expensive, it is the best non-destructive method. One only disadvantage we can say is that the equipment is very costly. This is the only disadvantages of this one, and we can say the advantages as it is the best non-destructive method and highly sensitive, and we can identify the fingerprints even it is very old. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the laser method. So I hope you understood about the laser detection of fingerprints. So and the use of laser fingerprints, the use of lasers for fingerprints dates back to 1977, and when it was reported that inherent luminescence of sweat deposits may be eliminated by an AR laser. And now lasers are now used for the development of latent fingerprints in State Fingerprint Bureau of Haryana, Tamil Nadu, and Delhi. So the fingerprint equipment, laser equipment is now available in Haryana, Tamil Nadu and Delhi, and it dates back from 1977. So this is about the laser development of fingerprint. And it has been found that the later fingerprint residues containing a variety of organic substance like oils, paint, and ink, which have an inherent luminescence property, and using a continuous wave of argon iron laser and observing through suitable filters, latent fingerprints show luminescence, and these fingerprints can be photographed using special filters. And if inherent luminescence fails to detect latent fingerprint through lasers, the same can be treated with fluorescent material like coumarin 6 to give induced luminescence to the later fingerprint. And also very old prints, even as old as 10 years, can be developed using the laser method. Laser is an acronym of light amplified stimulated emission for radiation, and we can use this laser for identification of paint, glass, fibers, document, etc. and also in the latent fingerprint. And it is highly sensitive, and the principle is that the luminescent fingerprint impinged on a non-luminescent surface will provide or produce a laser excited fluorescence, and thus it will give an imprint of the fingerprint. And mainly, we are using argon laser for this for a detection of fingerprints. Argon laser, it will emit a blue-green beam, and this will pass through a lens. This lens provides two features: that it enlarges the area of convergence, thus we will get the whole fingerprint. And the second is that the expanded beam protects the surface from burning. And after it reaches the surface, a filter will filter the short wavelengths, and it will allow only the longer wavelength to pass through, and thus it will help the observer's eye to protect from the radiations. And we can connect a camera and we can take the imprint of that laser fingerprints. And the light from the fingerprint ridges alone reaches the eye, and the surface containing the print should be non-fluorescent. That is the main thing. And the surface should be non-fluorescent, and if the surface is fluorescent, we should have to use chemical reagents to make the surface non-fluorescent or the fingerprint more fluorescent. And the chemical reagent used is cumarin 6, and this will induce the luminescence so that the surface will get a contrast from the fingerprint, and it can be the fingerprint can be visible easily. And the main advantages of this laser method is that it can give the imprint from old fingerprints also. Even from 10 years we can take the imprint, and the surface from the surface such as plastic, rubber, painted walls, papers, wood, leather, etc. These will give the impressions using the laser method. And the only disadvantages is that it is very costly equipment, but it is very helpful and non-destructive method for identifying the fingerprint from other conventional techniques such as powder method and chemical methods. And it is also highly sensitive. And the use of laser for fingerprints date back from 1977, and now in state fingerprint bureaus such as Haryana, Tamil Nadu and Delhi, they have this laser equipment for detection of latent fingerprint. So I hope you understood about the laser method for fingerprint development. So we will meet in the next session. Thank you.